exactly how deep does this grooming scandal go? Please press the like and follow button so I can keep bringing you these hard-hitting stories.
It's been revealed that Whitehall officials tried to convince Michael Gove to go to court to cover up the grooming gang scandal back in 2011.
Andrew Norfolk at the time started to try to report the issue. The council went to officials inside the Department for Education and said, we want to bring a judicial review to have the courts suppress the Times' reporting and not allow it to happen. So what we ended up doing was saying to Michael Gove, you should write to the council and say that if you bring this judicial review, we will actually appear in court on behalf of the Times, not on behalf of you. That obviously blew up the judicial review attempt by the council to keep it secret, and then Norfolk could publish his piece in the Times.
And I'm very happy to say that Lord Gove joins us now. You've heard what Dominic Cummings had to say there. What do you recall from that period on those claims?
Well, Dominic's account is broadly absolutely correct. So Andrew Norfolk, the very brave, now sadly deceased reporter at the Times, who was responsible more than anyone for initially uncovering the grooming gang scandal, had been investigating Rotherham. It was the case that he wanted to publish details that related to one particularly tragic case. Rotherham Metropolitan Borough Council at the time didn't want the full details revealed. They approached the government and the Department for Education, where I was Secretary of State at the time, asked us to join them in a legal case in order to prevent the Times publishing. I looked at the material alongside Dominic and some other people in the department, and we contacted Rotherham Council and we said, yes, we will intervene in this case, but on behalf of the Times, because it's absolutely vital that the truth be told.
Dominic Cummings said that there were some officials within the Department of Education who were more hesitant than that, who didn't want you to intervene on behalf of the Times. What do you recall about that in particular?
Yes, it was absolutely the case that there were those who thought that it was appropriate for us not to intervene. So the documents in question revealed some details about one particular victim, and it was argued by the council and by some officials who were sympathetic to their case, that revealing everything about the case might mean that other potential victims, other family members might be adversely affected. And there was also an argument that the council itself was making improvements, and that as a result of these improvements being made, that would be imperilled, potentially, if there were adverse publicity. And I think those arguments were made in good faith, but my view, Dominic Cummings' view, was that it was far more important that we told the truth. And the background to some of these decisions lies in the concept of what is known as serious case reviews. If a young person or a person who's been identified as at risk of abuse or neglect dies or faces some terrible consequence as a result of that abuse, then it's the responsibility of the local authority to conduct a review. In the past, before I was in government, before Dominic was my advisor, these reviews, when they were published, were censored and redacted. You could tell almost nothing from them. And one of the things that we did was to insist that there be full publication. The sort of social work establishment at the time said that this would be unfair, there'd be finger-pointing towards professionals. My view, very strongly, was that the only way to learn the lessons was by making sure that you had the greatest possible transparency.